Well, well, well. Here we are again at the same feed. You and I. And I'm, or us. I don't know. I can't count everyone out. Who knows? Welcome to the Conformity Farm stream. And I am Timothy James. It is April 2nd. And I missed yesterday's stream. Because I have been under the weather. So it's not a normal thing. Well, maybe. I don't know. Health over everything, right? Let's see. Fill-ins. Yeah, this should work. Cut. No. Wonder what that's about. Window capture? No, oh, it's down here. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. All right, let's stretch this out. I don't even know what that is. OBS is pretty amazing. Sometimes things are just so simple that, you know, it makes it difficult. I got to figure out the rules in this. Probably. There are no rules. That's the most consistent thing, I believe. So today is all about fill-ins. So we're going to be filling in panels, very low render. So this is basically like storyboarding. Yeah, no, you know what? It's not like storyboarding. It is storyboarding. Except for in storyboarding, you need to cover a scene. These are comics, so you don't have to draw as many panels. So it's a good compromise for a guy like I. Just a guy like I. Okay, where are we at here? Okay, so we come in, we open up. Okay, so the first thumbnails I need, essentially, are ones of Charta talking through what's going on. Like, this is actually kind of a big deal. So I got to set the scene here with, why don't you want to draw? What in the world? Oh, I see why. Let's try this. There we go. Much better. Mucho better. Okay, so we set the scene inside of the fortress, I suppose. I guess that's the only thing that makes sense. So maybe we can do a page where we actually see a close-up of the fortress and then maybe some exposition here, kind of setting up who this guy is and allowing you to continue with the book. We ain't serializing these. So then when we get over here, it's actually Charta explaining to the Space Cats oh, I see some exposition issues or plot holes. Oh, so then we need to exchange the information that Charta, that the mud pillows are from the land, maybe? I don't know. From the land. But then why would the mud counteract? I'm starting to see issues here. Be interesting if it was like this, and I don't know. I don't know where we'd go with this panel. Maybe a close-up here. So we got to have a scene. So what do the Space Cats want? I guess we don't have to explain that, what the Space Cats want. We can establish that later. But right now, what we need to do is we do have to explain who they are. Oh, there's no way to avoid it. These are linear stories. Oh, let's turn up the music. We're going to have to model it. We got a Blender tutorial coming up. Maybe I'll do those in the morning. And then what happens? Then I would say we run down the hall? I don't know. What's going on? So Oliver can already have the pillow baby. Oh, Charta can explain the difference. What the hell are you doing? All right, yeah, you can explain the differences. We'll have to come back to this. Let's do something larger. Ooh. I like these series of drawings here. Let's get into these a little bit. So is this what we're gonna do with our buddy Jammer? This kind of style, huh? Yo, Fujo Bear. Welcome to the stream. As we draw kitties. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's kind of get this shadow coming down here. If this is under shadow, then a lot of this would be under shadow too, but I kind of don't want to play by those rules and just kind of move the shadows where I want them to be. Shadow fur. Yes, shadow fur. And we'll come in here and kind of highlight over top of it too, but I'm just kind of placing the shadows down. Uh-oh. Aries! Hey! Here we are. Uh-oh. Sorry. Yeah, I've been under the weather the last, 5 days. It's nuts. Such appropriate music. We just march forward. It doesn't matter how we feel, we march forward. Yeah, I like this music for that. It feels appropriate. Oh, hey. Welcome back from break. Everyone seems to be sick. Must be the weather. I feel like everyone is sick. That's true. Yeah. Well, you know what I feel like happened for the weather, at least where I'm at, is I got a false spring. It's still pretty cold here. And I think I started just pretending like it wasn't cold. And I think that, coupled with, working long hours doing this and stuff like that, and, a few poor nutrition meals for a pretty decent sustained time. I mean, a lot of it dehydration, sleep exhaustion. Like, there was a breaking point. I will say that. And I did. I just said that. Can you believe I just said that? All right, let's merge this down. Yeah, and then let's take... Oh, yeah. It's the mud pillow virus. It's the mud pillow virus, and I'm trying to overcome it. Maybe I get rid of some of this stuff, huh? What about... Let's start taking this away. Let's see what happens here. I like that. I like that. I don't know. I'll get rid of that. Ooh, I don't like that. All right, let's merge them down. I think there needs to be a line here. I don't know. I kind of like that liquidness to it. Now it needs to be here. Okay. And then we come across here, lighten it up. We're like, wah, wah, wah. Will be worth it all in the end. What? Being sick? What in the world am I doing with this eye? I guess, I have to fill that space in because of the shadow. Yeah, well, sometimes things don't come out the most beautiful thing ever. Start over from scratch. It's not the most beautiful thing ever. Working hard to finish. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, do I like that better? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at the first one. Is it really better? Let's shrink it down, see what happens. Basically the same kind of thing. I guess it could be two different drawings in a sense. Womp 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 womp. Ooh, these are other drawings. All right, let's go back to the fill-ins. So let's do a drawing. Let's do a new drawing. Maybe an introduction drawing to the space cats with Chardo. All right. Let's dream up a draw it from scratch, huh? Nobody even freaking cares if that's what you're doing. Nobody even cares. But I'm going to draw it anyway. All right. What do we got here? We got Charda. Charda, the frog man. So we could start him in silhouette, because he's pretty significant for this story. So we just have him like this, and then we can actually, as he talks, we'll look at the space cats, which is Oliver. Or did they take their helmets off yet? Hold on. I have to confer book 1. Book 1, what does it say? Actually, Aries has one of these coming in the mail. Oh, there it is. Okay, so at the end here, they're in the lab, and in the lab they're wearing their helmets. Yeah, okay, cool. They keep their helmets on. Yeah, they never take their helmets off. Interesting. Cool. And then Oliver's got this little baby with her. So like something like this. But perspective-wise, that's not right. So why don't we think about what we're doing here? These guys would be a lot smaller, because I want to see more of the room. Why though? I don't think I need to see the room to set up the scene. I'm just making more work for myself. Okay, why don't we do something like this? And he's a lot bigger because he's closer to us. We could do something like this. There we go. What up, Mr. Streamer? Oh, we got a full house in here. All right. We're trying to dream up a panel for the new book. Oh, the new book. I don't like this brush. I only use one brush. I challenge anyone, bring it on. One brush guy. I mean, it's pretty hardcore. Just the one standard, like, Photoshop one brush. Oh. See, I'm drawing bad now that Drew's here. Dang it, Drew. Gotta lay low. Okay, so this doesn't matter. That detail doesn't matter. We're just we're blocking out the framing. Nope, that's not it. That won't do it. Why don't we do something like this? This might look cool for now. Give me some inspiration. Moving forward. Let's add another layer to this. There we go. Okay. And so we have this, but we don't need that much information. This will be word bubbles. But this is the introduction to Charta, so let's make it kind of epic, right? So maybe what we'll do is we'll do something like this. Let's keep his shoulder down. Down like this. And then maybe start pointing forward. Maybe he's more like this. So we have this. So we can see his eyes. And just kind of do this thing. I think we'd lose a little bit of this. He's kind of like, these freaking mud pillows. These freaking mud pillows, they're everywhere. No, actually, he doesn't know that they are there. Just tell him that he took it. Oh, there it would be. Huzzah. So what are they talking about? This would be Charta's folly. Charta is so certain that they've wiped out all the mud pillows that the follow-up question from Jammer would be about the mud pillows, and Charta would ensure him that they don't exist. And then, of course, at some point, the courier comes and screams mud pillows. So this scene, this is a very good scene. The writing is all there. It doesn't happen very often, guys. And or ladies. Cool. So this illustration here, though. Whoa, right? So let's get that down. I'm going to drop the opacity on this. I'm going to write a note. So I got to write a note that's really good. So here, this could be a nice little session on writing notes. These notes have to be very good so that when I look back at them, they make sense. But not even just that. When I figure my notes out, they should be able to push me in the next step, the next direction. Because I can't develop this right now. I'm drawing this panel, but I can't let the thought go. I could let it go by talking too much. Okay, so what are we doing here? So, Charta explains MPs to SCs. Jammer claims MPs. Charta. What would be the word? Charta. What would that be? Well, basically, I guess the long way of saying it is that he would kind of, what do you call that when someone brings you evidence and you don't use it? They kind of pan it off. It's not panning off, though. Charta waves it off. That's closer. Disregards. Yeah, thank you. Charta disregards. Charta disregards. Jammer claims MPs. Charta disregards. Okay, very good. And Charta. Okay, so Charta compares Pillow Baby to these MPs. I know this doesn't make sense to you guys right now, but this is just, I need to get these notes down so I can start drawing again. Charta compares Pillow Baby, which is actually just singular, to the mud pillows, to these mud pillows. And so in that expense, at that point, within that point, a lot of exposition can get explained. Please. And then Charta full-heartedly guarantees their extinction. And then I would know what to do from there. Okay, cool. Sorry you guys had to live through that. I'm really sorry. You know what? I don't know how long that took, but I'll stay longer on the stream to make up for it. What an absurd thing for me to do. How dare you write on our time? You're here. You're a drawing streamer. I mean, I'm just disgusted. I don't think I'll ever use a computer again. And if that's your answer, I understand. Because living for something like that, something so petty, is another way to conform. So this would be Jammer, kind of like. I'm worried about this scene opening up. 10 more hours. 10 more hours of stream. Oh, God. I do need to do a 10-hour stream. Goodness. Maybe Friday. I'm not opposed to it, honestly. Do 12-hour streams until the book's done. Cool. Okay, so let's get a pose out of this. We're not going to do it in great detail, just some poses. Just something. Okay, and then you got Charta here, but we only see the edge of them, right? So we'll put them all in shadow, and then I'll do the edge of the detail of his skin. And what we'll look at is the space cats. And their objectives don't need to be explained because they get a lot of exposition. Well, I guess I don't want to miss some opportunities here. Jammer's a little bit bigger. Oliver's smaller. She's got her little pillow baby in her arms. But we learn about that in the first book, so we don't... Well, I guess they'll talk about it. Okay. Those poses are pretty boring. Yep. Yep, those are boring poses. Let's see what we can do. Let's make this guy a little bit bigger. I like where Jammer's going a little bit, so we'll leave him alone. Let's take another shot at Oliver. Drop the opacity once more. And maybe do something. Maybe she reacts to... Still kind of a little big. I think it's a little bit better. Motivations here, huh? Would be that they're trying... Okay, so these dynamic poses don't really do... Yeah, let's keep going. We're gonna take it kind of corny. Maybe she reaches all her paws. And the horizon line is like maybe here. So really kind of coming... No, maybe the horizon line's off the camera. So it's really more like this. Oh, jeez. Why don't you keep that dynamism down there, Jammer? Calm down. That dynamic pose is intimidating to Charta here. That's not true. There's no way. There's no way that's true. Okay, so then we do this. And I think we could just make this whole thing blacked out then. Something, because I like that shape. I could work on this outline a little bit, but I think past this, that's it. Just black. Yeah. Okay. And I don't think I need the bottom here. Well, let's see if we can... Maybe the placement isn't dynamic enough, huh? We're not done, all right, guys? Don't judge. Don't judge the drawing yet. Still working it out. Okay, do I need this? No, I don't really think I do. What about this? Debatable. Was there anything in that? No, there's nothing there. I'll be able to nail it. Okay. So then maybe what we can do is bring these guys down and try to put them... Okay, so then if they're this far away, then he's showing them the chalkboard. Okay, so we gotta, I know what I gotta do for dynamic. I gotta get these two guys really close together. Okay, that's really where the drawing's at. So I gotta squeeze them in here. Like right here. There it is. All right, I knew we'd get there. All right, let's take some of this away because we don't want to overuse the information, right? You don't want to overstimulate these comic book people because they get confused and they get upset and they write me messages about things not making sense. So I'm gonna try to appeal to a broader audience. All right. Or just be a better writer. All right, we do this. Y'all are not gonna believe what I do after this book, though. After this book is so freaking boring compared to what I'm gonna be doing. Oh my god, are you guys sleeping? Is this how you sleep? Is it you watch these streams? These gonna be the most boring streams. No, soon Conformity Farm is gonna be pretty freaking cool. It's honestly might be one of the freaking coolest things that I think anybody's ever heard of. Probably, if you put it up against anything like, you know, blimps, pig's feet, elementary school, gymnasiums. Oh God, I shouldn't say stuff like that. Got to take care of the kids. I just think it's absurd, but I don't think... it's a weird thing to say. Sorry, that's not funny. Sorry, I wish I was funnier. It might be funnier for another joke, but it's not for that one. And I apologize, and I'm canceled now. I'm sorry for getting canceled, everybody. Just be a good guy, Tim. That's all you gotta do to not get canceled. I know, but sometimes I'm not good. Yeah, that's the point, Tim. You should have never tried to have a life. You should not even try to freaking have a life. Who, like, what? What the heck? Bro, Jesus got canceled. Actually, nah, I'm not going to talk about it. Jesus got canceled, but then got a holiday because of it. Facts. Yeah, one day you're, you know, not that popular, and then before you know it, you're the crux of Western civilization. Which is, you know, that's the reason why I do these streams, guys. Because one day, that might be me. I am trying to get you guys to conform on my farm. That's really the whole goal here. I want you guys to come to my farm, conform to my rules. No, Conformity Farm is actually an ode to a couple different things. It's an ode to Gary Larson and George Orwell. And that those are basically that's my North Star for Conformity Farm. It's a mixture of those two inspirations. Yeah, Fujo Bear, I know it's cool. That's why I freaking did it, bro. No, it is. Thank you. And then I came together for Conformity Farm, and what the book Animal Farm did for me, I hope to do for other people. I'm highly inspired by that book. It was the first time I read material and was like, wait, what? And the allegory was just so... yeah, it just made so much sense. It was written so much... yeah, I don't know. The material's powerful. Using animals, like, that was awesome. Because you're like, oh, I'm listening to an animal story. And then, pow! You're out here learning about civilization in a way that's undeniable. Art. I mean, that was powerful stuff. Interesting. Well, I guess if the rest of him is blacked out, he might as well be. Oops. We got something here. This chart angle, though, is pretty awful. So, actually, we're going to have to change this a little bit. It's looking a little too, like, Simpsons-y or something. Let's change the perspective here. Maybe something more like this. I kind of like that. It was a little random, but... does that work? Yeah, I guess it kind of does. Wow. Wow, what a powerful image. It changes the way I look at the world. Thanks, Timothy James. Nah, does it do what I want it to do? You know what would really do it? If it was just a hand. Just his long ash hand. Something like this. Reference the old book. Reference the old book. This is the Old Testament. Where are we at here? Of this story. I testify. Yeah, so he's only got 4 fingers as well. Should say something like this. Kind of make it up. Notice I'm looking at no references. I am amazing. I'm doing flat drawings. It shows. So maybe these should be a little bit shorter. Maybe we could bend one down. Or would it even be that way? What? What? Let's start again. Now it's an entirely different thing. All right, we're moving the wrong direction. Let's bring back the silhouette. That was fine. It was a cool idea, but we're gonna stick with the silhouette. Maybe we can make the silhouette more impactful. Maybe we can do this, guys. I believe in y'all. Maybe I bring the hand in more. Doesn't hurt. This is like an old school way of doing it, man. I am old school. Come on. Let's grab it. There we go. I like that better. Let's make Oliver a little bit smaller. Let's do her body. Gotta figure out these poses. Gotta figure out where we're gonna put them. Otherwise, I put detail in the wrong space and I'm spending too much time. It's not good. It's not good. Maybe bring her head down a little bit. Yeah, or maybe we get rid of some of this. Yeah, I gotta put a baby in her arms already. All right, what do we got here? And then, ooh, so you know what would happen is this finger would actually be much farther forward. So let's erase this. We're not gonna use cheap tricks to draw this. We're gonna do this through passion and determination. That's better. Then what we'll have to do is make this hand a little bit smaller. Right? It doesn't quite have that big of hands. But does that really do what you want it to do? And also, does this suggest the wrong thing? Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Cheap trick time. Perspective. Let's do. Oh, you know what it is? It's not where the finger's wrong. It's the arm's wrong. So we really got to get this guy right. Okay, what do we got here? Let's drop the opacity on there. I don't know. And I'm not sure that that's all necessary. Maybe the first panel of Charta isn't this one. I'm rethinking it because it's not. I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love. I'm not in love with this. All right, let's drop it. Let's drop it. The same idea applies, but that whole eye outline, it was just looking dumb. Let's do something like this. Maybe. There we go. So we won't get to see Charta in the first panel of this scene. So you have to know that the audience hasn't met Charta yet. And so we're going to hold that out as long as we can. Because why not? So then we could drop some dialogue here. You know. You could even put some more down here. There we go. So we see the space cats. And this is actually when the audience is meeting the space cats as well. But Charta is going to do the talking, but we're going to look at the space cats. Okay, cool. I'm cool with this panel. Let's move on. Where we go in, Charta explains MPs to... Yeah, okay, he explains that. So let's see. We start here. What did I come up with in the preliminaries? Exterior shot, you know, some exposition, explanation, some conversation. Let's do another shot of the space cats. Let's do a cool shot of them, huh? I like the design of the space cats. I like them. I like them, guys. All right, so maybe we'll do one of these longer ones like this. Oops. Like this. I don't know if that's even necessary. It doesn't matter. We'll do one of Jammer's head, and Jammer's saying something, but Oliver is a little down here. So this might be like this. Kind of come up like this. Kind of puts a finger up and he's like, hey, you know, actually we ran into some of these things. This is Oliver here. Okay, cool. And the background would basically be the lab. These are like glass containers. So he's going to need some space to say this. Maybe he just has one word. I don't know. I just want to keep this panel pretty tight. You guys can probably barely see that. Sorry. Drawing this little lap here, but when you pull all the way out, it actually makes sense. Sorry. Ooh, I like this camera angle. We saw what? How many did they see? 4 of them, I think. Gotta go back to the book. Back to the book. Back to the book. Back to the book. Wow, this isn't gonna make a bunch of sense. My plot is falling apart. They see I don't follow the logic here. Interesting. No, there's 5 of them. So him putting up all 4 paws or 4 digits isn't going to be enough. I guess he's going to have to point out 5. Yeah. There was 5 of them. So it'd be like this. That's how they say 5. So we could put this arm away. Yeah, maybe this perspective? No, that doesn't even match. That doesn't even freaking match. Oh, no. Let's go back. I throw the perspective off a lot. I'll, like, start moving around like I'm in the 3D environment. Like some sort of idiot. Okay, so there we are. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but we shall keep her. Not all of them are beautiful. All right, and then another one of, what else are we communicating? Jammer claims, oh, and then he disregards it. And then, okay, so then we should meet Charda before that conversation. So we should meet Charda before the significance of that portion of the conversation is. I mean, in a sense of beats, we can do that. Okay. Where are we at here? All right. Mulroy. Let's do something. How do we reveal Charda? Maybe it's like a cool drawing of Charta. Or is it something like this, like kind of straight on with him? Something like this, maybe? Yeah, I guess we can stare him in the face. Yeah, it'd be cool if it was just really, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting the perspective on him wrong. It's like getting a good look at him, you know? Let's try again. I should study the face of frogs. That's really what I should have done before I got going on this. In the future, before I do a project, I'll do research on specific things that I plan on drawing, that I have to draw a lot, so that I have a repository to pull from. Because right now, I'm a little weak on frogs, and I'm stealing from the emoji in the comments. It's pathetic, really. Let's see, kind of come around this way. So kind of overhead here. This could be when he's talking to one of the mud pillows. Or excuse me, the Chardidian pillows, the clean pillows. You could say something like, I don't care. These hand placements have always been kind of tough. I can get the faces placements down, but I'll get better at this over time. Let's put a shoulder in here. Let's drop the arm down. Throw an elbow in here, and then we would say the other hand's like this. Yeah. So then if that's the case, let's move our pillow over here. Whoops. Over here. See how I make it work for what I do? It's not because I'm a great artist. I'm just working it until it works. Great artist just fills the space where they want to and just keep marching forward. Actually, right here, we could probably open it up more. Look at this. Let's try it again. We'll go like this, drop this, and then maybe we'll open up the hand. There we go. That's a little more fun. The fingers are kind of like this, like this, like this. I like that. Almost like he's wearing gloves, like prosthetic gloves you might see in a movie or something. But it works because I could see it. So that works. That's how that works. So his hand went like that, I think. Okay, and so we don't have to show the whole thing. We could actually fill a lot of that a lot of this scene up with this guy. Cool. Would be interesting to see this done without digital program. Would you have used ink or pencil? Oh, I definitely would have used pencil. So this is what I would be doing with a pencil, essentially, is I'd be kind of trying to block it out. So, you know, this is better because I can move it around. With just pencil, I wouldn't be able to move it around. I would make it work where it was. So my drawings actually do improve on digital because I can move them around. But I learned to do all this on pencil. Yeah, pencil's the way to go. I draw with ink sometimes because, you know, if it's all I have, but I generally do the pencil. I love pencils. Because also the nice thing with pencil is I could actually start to, with just the touch of my thumb, it's actually more effective. I can shade the hell out of this drawing, which is something we cannot do. I mean, I guess I could try to smudge, burn, dodge, sponge, smudge tool. All right, cool. Let's see what we got here. This is how I would do it. Well, I would probably go like this. And then I'd probably go like this a little bit. Yeah, this doesn't quite do. This is more like blur. But that's fine. I mean, yeah, because I'd really want to be darkening this. So this doesn't do quite. Oh, I gotta wait for it. I might crash the computer by over smudging. Let's get out of here before we crash the computer. No, computer, come back! No! So he's actually got all this clothes, this garment on him. So we really don't need... Save before it crashes. Oh, good idea. Let's save it. I think is this the right? Yeah, this is the right folder. Yep, and we'll call it fill-ins. Cool. Good thinking, Fujo Bear. Fujo Bear, I am a fan of you. All right, so let's... And then what we can also do is... Well, the Space Cats can be doing whatever, but I guess they could be like this. Yeah, keep them in the shot. Why not? I mean, they don't have to be there, but... Oh, I keep forgetting Jammer's got this giant tail behind him. Oh my goodness, how do I forget that? Man. Okay, we got a composition here. Very good. Wonder if we can put some lines in here. There we go. I like this. I like that. Maybe move this one over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, little line. Okay, and then we got all these together. So okay, we have this one. Let's see what we did so far. So these are some panels that we built from scratch. Finally kind of get to see how I operate. This is the way the stream's going to have to be until the book's done, honestly, is me doing stuff like this, building pages. And then I guess what I could do is on the weekend detail them. And then I think that's a successful comic company. Kinda. Okay, we got these panels. Okay, so this kind of does everything. Charta compares MP to the or to baby pillow. So we need to do a panel where the baby pillow is seen differently. And then maybe we could put Charta near him. Oh, he's so small though. So maybe it would be something like this. Just keep using his fingers. I guess it's not as intimate at that point. So let's get back a little bit. I guess we could put him close by. And let's see. She had... So this is this scene. So I'm starting to like comb through the last book. Okay, yeah. So I think it would be more like this. And then the baby's reflection would be in it then, right? That would make it cool. So this is like a close-up. Okay. And then that's nice because we only have to draw above this. Oops. Let's get a new panel. There. Well, I guess it would just match this, right? So it would be more like this. Well, it would have to match the shape of the helmet. You can't just put any reflection in there. Magical reflection. Such a majestical, magical reflection. What a reflection. Yeah, this would be tough for the colorist. Alright, so we kind of got something. We got something kind of carving out of here. We got the general idea. Did some hard work in here. All right, we're going to keep this as a panel as well. And then we will get back in there and we shall dominate the detail. But for now, we're going to let it exist like this. So this is another panel. Maybe we cut this bottom portion out. That doesn't do much for us. All right, where else are we? Okay, so we're here. We got this one works. This one works. Where are we at? This one works. This one works. And then I got my layout. What do we got going on here? All right, let's come up with another one. That one's cool. Let's see. Any ideas? When do you send it for color? After a page is finished or until it's all done? You know, I've actually never colored my pages. So, the first version of the book won't be colored. I'm still looking for a colorist. I mean, the ones that you see colored on the Instagram, I colored them. But I would like to get a colorist on this. Anyway, back to what I do, which is inking. Yeah, this isn't bad. All right, let's see if we can get a drawing in. Let's get another panel in there. And this one's of Jammer. Excuse me, Charta. Or maybe it's here where you get the straight face. And then we can show a profile of him. Get a good look at him. We'll look right at the audience with them. I'm going to go from comic book to movie someday. Oh, I thought you said I'm gonna. Gonna go from comic book to movie someday. Yeah, you're probably right, Fujo Bear. You're probably right. That would be a safe bet for me. Maybe something like this. Maybe we getting close, huh? I'm gonna get rid of this part. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I guess this profile's not bad for meeting, but I don't know. Man, it'd be nice to find another composition. I guess we could do it like this, but they're kind of just moving around the room indiscriminately at this point. So maybe we can find... I don't know. I'm thinking about it too much. We could just split them like this. Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll split them, and then the next one will show the profiles to show more of his face as he's talking. Yeah, we'll do something like this, something we haven't done yet. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Man, I'm glad I've been drawing. I wouldn't have been able to push this out unless I had been drawing for months. But getting sick really helped me change the direction of the project. Okay. This isn't too bad. Yeah, I kind of have to make up for yesterday, but yeah, I'm going to keep streaming until this thing's done. So yeah, I was sick the last 5 days, but I was bored out of my mind. So I'm happy to get back to it. Now let's delete this one. It's ugly. All right, let's see where this fits. This one. This one. This one. Okay. This one. Not bad. Okay, what else do we got? I think that's all we got so far. So we'll cover more of this scene. This is a pretty important scene, so I'm going to spend the rest of the week on this scene. We're going to keep creating panels for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll keep working on these panels, and then we'll do it on Thursday as well. And then on the weekend, I think that I'll have enough panels that I'll be able to push through and get detail in them, and then see how far we can get without any dialogue. Well, I guess there's necessary dialogue, so you want to write that well. Yeah, let's write that better too. I had very like George Lucas dialogue, but you know, you do what you can. All right, that's it for tonight, y'all. I gotta get my rest up because I gotta get my beauty sleep. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Be good. Live a good life. Be healthy.